In the aftermath of the holiday meal that a lot of us shared, if you're like me, the idea of kids going hungry at any time is heartbreaking, just absolutely heartbreaking. Beyond the physical ache of hunger, there are the longer lasting effects of health and achievement. But this morning, we're going to spend some time learning about Go Pantry, dedicated to fighting hunger among children in northern Kentucky. So let's welcome Laura Dumancic. She is the founder of Go Pantry. And Laura, thank you so much for joining us and talking with us today.
Thanks, Clyde, for having us and taking an opportunity to learn about Go Pantry.
Yeah, so let's start right there. Tell us what Go Pantry is for people who are not familiar with it.
Sure. Our mission at Go Pantry is really quite simple. We get food home to kids in our community who are hungry. There are kids in all of our backyards in every single neighborhood who are struggling with food insecurity. People are really surprised at the number of kids who are struggling and the level to which they're struggling. So Go Pantry has an opportunity to be a voice for these kids. And when we get up here and we share their story, there are good people who really want to help.
So let's talk a little bit about the number of kids who are affected by hunger in this area and what programs you have to intervene.
Great. So Go Pantry does just two things. We get food home to kids on the days that they are not in school. We work with the schools. The schools identify those kids who are truly struggling. And then we have this great model where we work with the community to do these food drives. We work with churches and the schools and businesses and neighborhoods, and they bring in the food items that we need to then fill what we call Go Bags. That's a bag that will be filled to send home with the child on the weekends during the school year. And then we also fill what we call Go Boxes. Those school breaks can be really challenging for kids who are struggling. So inside a Go Box, there's about $50 worth of groceries. It's a big 35-pound box. And inside that box, we've got breakfasts and lunch and dinners and snacks. We work real hard to make sure all of that's good kid-friendly food and that it's filled with fruits and veggies and all things that they will eat to get them through that long week break.
So that's particularly important now, given that the holidays are coming up and you have a holiday food drive coming up as well. Tell us more about that.
We do, and we really need the help of the community. So we're going to work to fill these Go Boxes. I've got an example of a Go Box right here behind me. When we started collecting Go Boxes, we thought that we would need maybe 1,200. The numbers are coming in from the schools, and it's going to be even more than that. So yes, we've got on our website, we've got our shopping list, and we've got all of the drop-off details and directions. So you can go to our website, which is gopantry.org, sign up to sponsor a box, to shop and fill a box, and then you can drop that off at our drop sites or here at our warehouse on designated days, and then we'll get those boxes home to the schools, and they'll get them home to the kids who are in the most need.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that information with us, because that's very helpful, and thank you as well for letting people know how they can donate or perhaps learn more and connect with you in that regard. So best of luck. What would you say to the community that's listening right now in just a few brief words about how important it is to support your mission?
You know, I would say that when we look at these boxes behind me, just look past the food items that are in that box and just imagine the sweet face that is going to be receiving it. So much more than this box being filled with just food, which they absolutely need, there's also a huge level of hope, right? It's an opportunity for us to show these kids how much the community cares and loves for them.
All right, couldn't have said it better. Laura, thank you so much for talking to us today.